Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Pisces for the mid-November time period. I will let you guys decide what that means to you. I hope everyone is having a wonderful month of November. I hope everyone is doing well as well. Please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards. And this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Pisces. In the past position, we have the wonderful Ten of Cups, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. In the obstacle position, we have the Hermit, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Hierophant card. And in the future outcome position, we have the Two of Swords, clarified by the King of Cups. In the past position, we have the wonderful Ten of Cups, and it is really a strong position to have the Ten of Cups in. The reason is this is a wonderful happy family card. It is not just about happy family. For some, it's having stable relationships in the past. For others, it's having kind of a moment where peace was made with people that meant quite a lot. We do have this rainbow in this card. Rainbows usually come after a storm, which suggests that there was this joy and happiness that resulted after perhaps a period of difficulty. But the reason I like to have this card in the past position is because the past is the foundation, and foundation affects us for the rest of our life. And having the Ten of Cups suggests that there was a person or a situation that very much resolved in your favor, that gave you strength, that gave you wind beneath your wings, that inspired you, that helped you progress, helped you enjoy a wonderful moment. The Ten of Cups suggests that there are memories that you have from the past that help you a lot, and that kind of make you continue following your ambition or your dream or your goal. And of course, in the clarifying position, we have the Four of Pentacles. I actually like Pentacles quite a lot because the Pentacles are, of course, all about Earth element, and Earth brings stability, Earth brings security, and so does the Four of Pentacles. Usually, when you have Pentacles in your reading, it's really good for the financial aspect of things. But this particular card, the Four of Pentacles, does suggest that this is a status card, and to a person, the status, financial status, how people perceive them to be, is very important. And so this person takes, financial matters and stability and security very seriously. Combined with the Ten of Cups, the Four of Pentacles is the clarifier. But in this combination, it suggests that family, provided you definitely with security and stability that you may have had in the past. You felt satisfied, you felt content, and perhaps some of you actually felt like you were having it all, if you will. In the obstacle position, we have the Hermit, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Hermit and the obstacle is a bit of an issue. The Hermit is a major arcana card. This is a major vexation to overcome. This is a serious omen that is being brought to your attention. The Hermit is not good for love. Even when this card is in a normal position, in a positive position, it is somewhat difficult because this person is reflecting. This person is kind of standing aside to the side a little bit and reflecting on things that have worried him. Perhaps it's a relationship, perhaps it's a situation they find themselves in that maybe is a little bit stressful. It could be a situation at home, it could be a situation at work, it could be a situation at school, that has him reflecting, on what's been transpiring, and of course he draws lessons from it. But in the obstacle position, there's lack of wisdom, there's lack of guidance, and the light that the hermit holds points nowhere. Usually the hermit is very wise, and he's his own guide, if you will, but in the obstacle position the hermit is lost. Definitely, there are worries that are growing out of control, which should be addressed. This person may sometimes feel like they are kind of in the darkness, like they're not progressing, moving forward, not achieving. They may feel stagnation. They may feel a little bit of, fear in their heart, and not enough support that could help them move forward. It could be symptoms of maybe a lack of focus, having trouble concentrating on completing a task. It could be lack of focus or concentration on listening to a person that may be telling them about their day or something, and not being able to kind of respond in an active listening manner, if you will. The hermit in the obstacle position could be about loneliness, that sometimes you leave someone alone and they just don't know what to do with themselves. They create all kinds of problems. There are people who are unable to handle kind of even moments or stretches of periods where the spouse is on vacation, or has to go on a work trip or something. It's a person that's kind of feeling like they need attention, like they crave it, craving that constant stimulation that is provided by the other person, without which all of a sudden, nothing makes sense anymore. It's someone who's fixated. It's someone who this energy feels very low vibration, and it feels like someone may be obsessed on one thing, like I have to have this particular thing or else none of my life makes sense, which is definitely a or maybe fixating that I should have gotten this or that by this time, and I still don't have it, and so therefore it's assigning meanings that are false. And our brain sometimes plays a trick on us. Our emotions sometimes play tricks on us. For example, there's that not generational memory, but like the DNA memory, that sometimes can mess with our perceptions, if you will. So it's really important to, one of the reasons meditating is recommended is because when you meditate, you get yourself out of the low vibration energy into neutral energy. And from neutral energy, you raise the vibrational energy. Everyone says, not everyone, but many people say that each and every one of us is a vibration. So when you have a low vibration, you tend to have feelings that are not conducive to pursuing your dream or ambition or goal, or feeling naturally happy, or feeling that attitude of gratitude. Maybe it is the balance. Sometimes people don't notice that each person has a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Like each man, each woman, that duality lives in us. So it's important to make sure those things are balanced as well, in order to get the control back and, have the light working properly again, so that it points you in the direction you need to be moving towards. The Eight of Cups, Pentacles, I'm sorry, and I don't know why I said cups. Pentacles in the obstacle position suggest suggest that you should focus on some financial things. Make sure that everything financially is like you need to, have a budget. You need to make sure you don't spend more money than you earn. You need to have a little bit of money set aside for unforeseen things. Bills tend to come up. The Eight of Pentacles could be lack of, feeling like there's no opportunity, or even feeling not super motivated, not wanting to really do anything. Sort of that lazy energy, and that energy where you are afraid of change, if you will. And that creates a little bit of unpleasantness when a person doesn't feel like they are being rewarded for things that they have done. They may feel a little bit of that anxiety that makes them argue for the sake of arguing, that, feeling that tension that kind of creates unhappiness inside. And of course, maybe slightly even being obsessed and thinking that only your way is the right way, or only your perspective is the right perspective, which is not, of course, the case. So it's important to kind of address the fear and the anxiety that you may feel as a result of a situation not kind of going your way, if you will. Now, in the present position, we have the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Hierophant. The Nine of Cups is a wish card. Very, very wonderful card. It's a card of getting what you want. It's a card of sitting and being in that position emotionally where you are satisfied with the way things are going. Definitely, there's one cup missing, like in the Ten of Cups, suggesting that, there's still ways to go in order to be completely happy. And in order to get there, the commitment has to be being committed to perhaps the task at hand, or to that person, or to that situation is kind of called upon by the divine. Because in this position, the Hierophant represents commitment. The Hierophant is all about traditional values. The Hierophant is all about community and, wisdom and teachings. He's also, like, the major message of the Hierophant is traditional values, dependability, and of course commitment, being a role model to yourself first and foremost, and being in control of your emotions. But one of the reasons I really enjoy having the Ten of Cups in the past position, because it is a reminder from the divine to you, Pisces, that in the past there was a period of time when you were happy, and the divine here says that period is coming again. Make sure that you're aware of opportunities that are around you. And of course, in the future outcome position, we have the Two of Swords, clarified by the King of Cups, and the opportunity is dependent on the decision. The Two of Swords is a decision card, and when you see this card, it means that there's a decision that has to be made. It's an opportunity that is being given to you by the divine. It's a decision of love. It doesn't necessarily, again, remember that love comes in different forms. It doesn't have to be between, like a husband and wife. It doesn't, or boyfriend and girlfriend. It can be between two friends that, really have immense respect and love for each other. It could be between relatives. It could be, it's some kind of a decision that is going to affect your next, probably 6 or so months. So make sure that you make it carefully. And there is, we've got the moon, which suggests there's a piece of information that is not known to you. But the Two of Swords carries in itself an opportunity. And, it's a choice. Perhaps it's a compromise that you may have to make. But be careful, because the Two of Swords is also a card that suggests you may put yourself on the back burner in order to please someone else, and that is not what you want to do. However, each and every one of us know what's best for us, so only you know what's best for you. So my position is that is not the best thing to do, to put yourself on the back burner, because it is ultimately going to make the situation overall, the situation, not as good. When you pursue things that you want, dreams, goals, ambitions, you make the world around you better. You make yourself better. You make the world around you better, your friends, your family, everyone. It is important to follow your potential. It is important to reach your potential. And the Two of Swords is a card that you may feel like you want to avoid rocking the boat, that you want to avoid, disappointing someone or making feel someone like they're not, number one. The number one in your life should always be you. Even though it can be very, very difficult, because there's so much love for especially like family members, that it can be, it's just not possible to love, yourself first. But, still, that is very, very important. The King of Cups is a powerful figure. He is an authority figure. He's someone very caring. He may not agree intellectually, but he agrees emotionally. He supports emotionally. And he gives his emotion freely, because his cup here is open. So he definitely shares, words of warmth and love, and care, in order to show the person, or the situation, that he really does mean what he says. The King of Cups could also be an omen from the divine, that when you are making this decision, you want to follow your heart. You want to follow your heart rather than reason. You want to follow your intuition rather than rationale, in order to make this decision, because this is an important one. Our life is made out of little decisions that we make on a daily basis. Daily decisions turn into weekly, into monthly, into yearly. There's no such thing as small. Everything counts. But there is some sort of a pause that you may feel towards the end of November, and there is a little bit of stress and anxiety, that you may feel, fear as well. But again, the Two of Swords is not the most powerful card. It is very easily handled by most people. You're going to be just fine. But it is something that you should keep in the back of your mind and take it seriously as well. Let's see if we can clarify some of this reading with the three energy oracle cards that I pulled. And they are Patience, Fourth Chakra Archangel Raphael, and Woman Holding a Heart. Patience, of course, is a card that suggests things are being realigned for you. The universe is working on making sure that everything works out in the end for the best. In addition, Patience is also a card that reminds us to let go of desperation. When this card shows up, the main message is to relax and to let go of that single-minded desperation. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. It's very important to be patient. It's very important to let things play out. Don't force the hand. Timing is an art form. Timing is something that makes or breaks, so many important things. So it's important to have that control, like the King of Cups has control over his emotions. Even though there's all this chaos happening around him, he controls his emotions because he realizes the power that they bring. Fourth Chakra Archangel Raphael is all about love and compassion and self-acceptance. when you get this card, it's a reminder to remember that you're not alone, that you are surrounded by people who very much love you, and it's important to love yourself as well. So, practice being less hard on how you feel. Practice, saying affirmations that help you kind of move towards healing, if you will. And of course, meditating, sleeping, drinking plenty of water. The woman holding a heart is a card that is all about family, and again, also emotions. It suggests that there may be someone around you, maybe like a mentor or an older friend, who can help you deal with issues of love and family, issues of kind of figuring out your emotions, if you will, in order to help you understand why you may feel like you're stuck in a pattern, or why you may feel like, a certain trigger makes you kind of behave a certain way. Let's see what answers from angels I received as well, and they are opportunity, helpful people, and success with an exclamation point. It really comes as strong through this reading, Pisces, that you're not valuing yourself as much as you need to be. You really need to take yourself seriously. You really need to recognize, all the amazing things that you've achieved over the years, all the amazing things that you've done for other people as well, the influence that you've had over other people. Sometimes people don't share that, but it's important to recognize. You have incredible, next 6 months are going to be really very wonderful and promising, and they're going to be, very different from the past 6 months. You're going to feel rejuvenated. You're going to feel rested. You're going to feel like you're moving in the right direction. Make sure you keep your eyes open for that opportunity as well. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled. I also pulled 3 mystical wisdom cards, and they are leadership. Wonderful. So you may have an opportunity that will call upon your leadership. Again, opportunity. Unicorn invites serendipity as well. Let things play out. When you allow things to unravel, when you allow things to kind of happen naturally, there will be something that is going to absolutely spark ideas, that is absolutely going to give you a new perspective, which may change, of course, your life for the better. And make sure that you speak up. Make sure that you take leadership, and you'll know when to take that leadership. You will clearly feel that power that is surging and makes you kind of move forward, if you will. Definitely make sure that you recognize that leadership is a way to succeed. Leadership is a way to kind of get you to your goals faster, but it does require responsibility and accountability, and sort of following through as well. And of course, make sure that you do pay attention to opportunities, and when you have one, make sure to speak up. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.